This could be it. Rebound. Oh, what a save. Unbelievable. That's Schlesson now. Louder.
When Bob Cole was a boy, he'd lay in his room and dream of the world that would one day be his own. Hearing Foster Hewitt's voice in the radio welcoming hockey fans to Maple Leaf Gardens.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans in the United States and Newfoundland.
Carries on, was thrown in front.
The sound of the Montreal Canadiens or the Toronto Maple Leafs. I was there, and Foster's voice brought me there.
It's right in front of the goal.
Cole imagined the players he had seen only in photographs, imagined the vivid colors of the uniforms. He mimicked the distinctive voice of hockey and began to call the games himself for an audience of one.
Beautiful setup. Score!
By the time he crossed paths with Hewitt years later, walking into his Toronto radio station, unannounced with an audition tape in hand, his island home had joined Confederation, and he had already lived several lives. As a teenage cabin boy on the steamers that left home in St. John's to sail to the Caribbean. As a student pilot who was forced to put his plane down in the New Brunswick woods and survived to tell the tale. And as a late-night radio DJ, spinning the records of his idol, Frank Sinatra. Before he got his big break with Hockey Night in Canada in 1969, he called senior games between fierce local rivals. He talked his way into a Yankee Stadium press pass and interviewed Mickey Mantle. He got into a beef with Howard Cosell at the 1968 Olympics, and when television came to Newfoundland, years after it had arrived to the rest of Canada, Bob Cole was the first news anchor. And when the high school quiz show Reach for the Top became a provincial sensation, Bob Cole was its first host. He was physically strong, an excellent athlete who was a coxswain in the Royal St. John's Regatta and skipped a Newfoundland rink in the Briar.
Look at this. Mario Lemieux coming to center, trying to fool Bork, and does. Look out. Scores. Have you ever seen such finesse?
But Cole's true genius lay in doing play-by-play for a game that moved at lightning speed. Feel and flow was the way Hewitt had described it to him. Feel the game, as you call it, become one with its flow. Bob Cole took those words to heart and made the art of hockey play-by-play his own. Cole had a great actor's ability to convey excitement and emotion and anticipation simply through the tone of his voice. Not every game he called was a classic, but no game he called was ever boring. And when those peak moments arrived, unscripted in a flash, he was ready for them.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Bob Cole with Harry Neal. Here we go on a Saturday night. Dancing away to center and coming in on goal. Twisting and turning. Home alone. Center. The backhand. Oh, that just missed.
Foster Hewitt may have invented the genre, but Bob Cole made it his own and provided the soundtrack for the hockey memories of more than one generation.
And look at him go. A beauty to watch.
And his voice still echoes anywhere they play the game.
Rolled it up to Tranche. Bossing. Scores! Steve, you wanted it so badly. You got it now, baby. Oh, I'll tell you, they're going wild in the Coliseum. There's Modano centering it. What a save by Joseph. Another stop by Joseph. Wow, what a save. And then he backed him up with another one. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From the Northlands Coliseum, the Montreal Forum, from the Boston Garden.